two college football player props here over on PrizePicks, for Saturday, September 13th. You guys, before I get started, you guys take a look in the description below this video. Hop into the Discord, $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day. It's where I post all the plays that I'm making over on PrizePicks. We have other cappers in there as well. Currently doing a promo right now for first-time members in the Discord, 20% off your first month using promo code TUFF with the link in the description below. If you are interested, again, link in the description below, promo code TUFF for 20% off your first month. It's literally only $9.30 per month normally, so the 20% off, it comes out to like $6, around $6, depending on where you live, for the full first 30 days in the Discord, you guys. It's where I post all the plays I'm making. Link in the description below for that. Well, let's get into it, you guys. I got two player props over on PrizePicks for the college football Saturday slate. Obviously posting a ton of college football player props over in the Discord as well. But for this video, I got two props. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. First play I'm looking at here is going to be Malik Murphy, quarterback for Oregon State. I like his over 212 passing yards, 212 and a half passing yards, sorry. We look at this matchup, Oregon State versus Texas Tech in Lubbock, Texas. Again, Texas Tech is 24.5 point favorites here at home, 60.5 point game total. So again, Vegas here projecting some points for Oregon State to be put on the board. And Malik Murphy this season as the new quarterback of the Oregon State, 244 Oregon State Beavers, and 371 last week against Fresno State. So we know he has the ability to clear this line. Even last season when he was at Duke, over this line in 8 of 12 games, averaging 244 passing yards per game here. And it's a pretty solid matchup. We know Texas Tech is one of the more, if not the most pass-friendly offense in all of college football. The air raid offense, right, runs through Texas Tech. We know Bren Morton, quarterback at Texas Tech, loves to throw the ball. And again, game script alone, I like this spot. I just think Oregon State's obviously going to be in a position to having to throw the ball, and Texas Tech's going to be scoring at will. And they're going to be scoring very, very quickly, and they're going to be scoring through the air, right? Which tells me that Oregon State's going to have to throw the ball in the air as well to keep up. We know, like I said, Texas Tech this season, through 2 games, averaging the third most total yards per game in college football, 604.5 total yards per game that they are averaging as an offense. And then we look at last season as a defense, Texas Tech allowed the second most total passing yards per game in all of college football, the second most, right? So we get this spot here at 212 and a half. I would play this probably up to 218 to 220 in my opinion. For Malik Murphy, I just think he's gonna have to throw the ball a ton. I think this is a pretty low spot for him here, actually. So this is the first one. Again, there's not a ton of plays on the board, but I did want to get this video out as soon as possible to everyone with 2 plays that I do like, right? So Malik Murphy here at 212 and a half is a strong spot, right? Like I just talked about. Texas Tech, second most. They gave up 308 passing yards last season per game to opponents. And then the second play here is a very interesting one. I'm going kicking points for college football, and I'm going down here all the way to the last player on the board, Tyler Robles, kicker for Texas State. Again, not really overthinking this one. He's played 2 games now here for Texas State. He's transferred from USC here at Texas State now, and he's actually finished. We look over on PrizePicks for his game log. 10 and 11 kicking points through 2 games. Texas Tech has one of the better offenses in all of the country. They actually are, right here, you can see here, I think this is easily like the top 15, top 20 offenses as far as points per game. They're averaging 47.5 points per game this season. Now, we look at this matchup, Arizona State versus Texas. Texas State is 14.5 point underdogs here, 15.5 point game total. So books here favoring points to be put on the board here for Texas State. And like I said, we've seen Arizona State play 2 games already this season, and we look at kind of how kickers have done against Arizona State so far this year. Kyle Ferry finished with 6 kicking points. Arizona State's first game, NAU, the kicker, I believe they cleared the over as well. Again, it's not like it's super comparable, but kicker for NAU finished with 7 kicking points, right? So just given the prolific offense that is expected in this game from both teams, and at 5.5, again, 2 field goals just clears the over on this pretty easily. Again, they score a couple touchdowns, extra points, 1 field goal, etc. I just think there's a lot of overs for this. 10 and 11 in 2 games this season. I like this spot here a lot. Again, even so, Texas State, they do have a good offense, but Arizona State is obviously one of the better teams in the country defensively. If they get into the red zone and they're not able to convert, Tyler Robles should be able to get us some points there as well. So 2 player props here, college football, Saturday, September 13th, you guys. Take a look in the description below, hit the subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.